Hi, this is Rolf from Tesla Owners US, and this is Project Solar Can. And what this is all about with all of those solar cans and what I'm gonna do with this, and with a piece of wood what I got from Tesla when they installed my power wall and they left it there, I will tell you after this intro.
I pressed insane. I went insane.
Okay, what I'm gonna do with those cans. Here's a can opener. Perfect can opener. And here's the first hole. Stop. Okay, what else? There's another part of that can. You can't open that with a can opener. But you can have that one. This one goes into trash, and this one is ready. With many of them, you can make a tube. Okay guys, I think you know where this is going. So I have some middle boards and I drilled some holes in it. And the holes are, actually this is what was in the hole. Now look how that looks like. So I think you know, when I do this and I place a can in there, which I have to glue down here first, and I place multiple can where that goes. So I have to drill a set of holes here in the baseboard, and then I have a double board underneath here where I mark where the next drilling is supposed to be. And this is the preparation for the boards inside. This one is an exhaust fan for a dryer. And here's the exhaust, which is 3-inch. And this is the frame from the wood that I got from the folks from Tesla. And then the first thing is what you want to do is this. Actually, you put in the holes you drilled, you put a layer of cans in there and glue them in. Those layer of cans. Put another board on top of it and some weight, so that the first layer is correct and coming in. And then after that you are stacking them up, one layer after another one, and build something behind that. So in total this will be 14 cans going all the way up to about 72 inch or so. And then you have tubes of cans. So guys, let me give you an update of how I continued with our project here. And so I stacked up a whole bunch of cans, as you can see in the background here. And there are actually 2 layers of cans, actually 7 cans, and then 7 cans in the other direction. It does not be that super accurate straight, but what I recommend is do layer after layer. Do the first layer, glue it in, next layer, glue it in, and so on. That is the best choice of all, to do layer after layer. And then there is a plate here in between, here, and then I sealed that plate with some special tape there. So now the next thing what I have to do, I have to bring those two guys together. So, and then they are becoming tubes. So there is an intake from this side here, from here, as you can see, and then there is an out from this side here, and here there is a regular fan motor, 110 volt, which goes over a switch, a dimmable switch, and this is actually sucking the air out there, and it's coming out here. I think that's a 3-inch tube there. So I have to drill a hole on the other side for a 3-inch tube here on that side. So that's the input here from air, and soon after I connect that, I will probably connect it also with some tape here. It gets difficult, and then I will spray that with matte black spray. So then the next steps. So what did we continue after that? So we actually, I painted or I sprayed the cans inside here. So as you can see here, I sprayed them all in a matte black. Then after that I put a foam, kind of a sealant foam around here, all around that foam. After that I installed this plexiglass, as you can see from here. And for this plexiglass, this is now sealed here in both directions, and then you can lock that plexiglass down, as here. So in case you ever want to go to that one again, you don't have to do it this way, but that's a possibility. Now, this is a protection foil. We're going to be removed soon after I have installed everything, but I'll leave that protection foil until I started bring it into operation. Yeah, that was a piece. That was the next step for that, and soon we're going to have another step. Okay, next steps. So what I did, and then if you look at this one here is a plexiglass on top of it, and here is the entrance or the entry. This is the 4-inch pipe here. I mean, you see it from here. I need to cover that right now because I need to measure the right temperature for that. Currently the temperature of that is 21.9, 18, 23, 22, 23 degrees. In round up 23 degrees. So I cover that the sun does not heat it up. What the sun should heat up is, here's the intake, and you have to close it a little bit better from here. So it's not all the way closed, but we can do that later. So, and you can also open that, and the air comes through here, goes and heats up through those cans, the black cans, and then on the other side I close this one. Here's a fan box in there. Come on, Sinera. A fan box in here, and this fan box there has here an output on that section, and there's already warm air coming out, but I want to measure that, and what's coming out there is currently 34 degrees, so that's an increase of about 11 degrees Celsius, 11 degrees Fahrenheit. We can do that, oh no, Celsius, that was Celsius, 11 degrees Celsius, that's quite a lot. And here is the air connection to that. So there is a dimmer to that, and I can fluently turn that on. And if you hear that now, you can do it very low or very powerful. All the way low, more and more. Let's have it all about the middle, but let's have it blowing all the way through. And it blows air out here, in this section, here. So it sucks on the air there, and it blows air out here. And here, when you can feel it, there's really warm air coming out. So what is gonna be, it's currently at 35, 39, 40 degrees Celsius, 41. So it's an increase of about 20 degrees from there to there. That goes through the pipes and heats everything up. So it still keeps and holds 38, 37, 41. It's about almost 20 degrees Celsius increase from there to there. This becomes my solar heating replacement. Instead of burning or using electricity, I use this. Okay, I took that cover off, but this heats up here, and if you are measuring the temperature again, now this are not 19 degrees Celsius, so that's actually warmer. But let's measure it from here. From here, temperature is now 28 degrees. That is now, because it's a little while running, there's still an increase about 5 degrees from here with the full power. So if we reduce the fan speed, then the air sticks longer in there and it will be the different temperature. But this is good enough for me. And here is the tube. What goes back into the house on the lower section heats up there, and the other tube comes from the house as well as from the intake. I want to show you that project what I finally finished. And first, here is actually the input of, as you can see here, it comes down there. I'm gonna show you where the input is. It goes in here, and then it's a little dusty here. Then the cans are warming up because there's a plexiglass on it, and coming out up here. And then here's a fan in here which pushes that out. So that's usually in silver. I sprayed it in dark to heat it up. You might hear the fan motor of that. And then it comes down here, close to the pipes. Here, pretty long distance. Couldn't avoid that because of that roof. And it comes down on the other side. I'm gonna show you where that ends up to. So this is the other part when it goes down from the roof, just up here, next to that conduit, all the way down here, and then all across, and then from lower inside. And then here's that switch, the dimmable switch for that fan, which is now out. In this part of the living room, the air comes out. You still hear the fan in here. You hear that? Yeah. Temperature is not that warm anymore because it's probably colder than what the inside is because the sun goes down. And here is the intake for the air. You might hear that. Next to the cable box. That's in one part of the living room. That is the other side from the intake, and this is the pole from a satellite antenna, but I don't need that antenna anymore. I'm going to show you the other side. As you can see here, it's the pole, and this comes right here from the house next to the satellite antenna, or the antenna input. This time it's a regular antenna input. For HD television on antenna. That's free television. I just finished this on time because the temperature is going down in the next week and is coming during the night close to freezing, and during the day I could get some heat, and all the heat what I could get I'm gonna use with that little fan going through the roof and through a solar heater with cans. That was the project, and happy to finish that before the temperature going lower. And that's actually the lowest we can get here in Phoenix. So if you like that, thumbs up. There are more projects with what you can do for solar and solar systems. It could be warm water, warm air, and pool water warming, and photovoltaic as well. One day I'm going to do my photovoltaic system as well. Not today, because there has a lot of information that I have to carry together in order to show you the sustainable system. And if you like that, thumbs up, and talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.
I pressed and say